That is one big pilot.
For a modern gaming audience.
Why are you running?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
We're communists.
Woke.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
I'm cured! Praise God!
He vatored! He vatored!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
For a modern gaming audience.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Welcome to Nerd Wars. Sorry about that. Welcome to Nerd Wars.
Please clap.
Yes, please clap indeed. Laud's applauding as loud as he could. Wow, Laud is applauding as loud as he can.
We speak. I know
that's
words.
a sentence.
I got the best words. There's no better
Thank
word
you,
than
Laud.
stupid. How's it going on? What's going on? Why are there so many people here on a
I
Sunday?
know, right? Even Hayden's popping in. What's
People
up?
wake up early and filled with vivation.
And it's the day where we have so little like actual hard news article to cover. I just went ahead and put Luke and Vader in the thumbnail and said Happy Father's Day. That's what we're covering today, Father's
jazzed.
Day.
Everyone's jazzed for Father's Day and the light side of the thread.
Oh my god, dude! It's not gonna. I mean, and it's capital T too. Having the closed captions on and seeing that capital T, bro.
There's a couple of them. Shout out to Chris Gore, who did do the obligatory Happy Father's Day and then posted Mother Anicia and Coral. Coral,
Whoa!
you took our chosen one, Coral.
There might be a reason for that. Little sneak peek at what we're covering today. I know you guys have all been clamoring for the Acolyte soundtrack. Well, we have it, and there's a The Power of Two song. And you know what your father would love this Father's Day weekend? Probably
Pain,
like some
suffering, death.
golf balls or something like maybe
No, the soundtrack.
new hammer.
The soundtrack to Scissor Me Timbers. How about that?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yes, The Power of Two. You can see it right here. Literally The Power of Two. I listened to it like how we watched the Acolyte for you, so you don't have to. I listened to it for you, so you don't have to. I don't really care for music anymore. It turns out.
I don't care for anything. I don't remember the taste of Strawberry Sam. I can't quite remember the Shire or Tatooine or what it was like to bring up parts from my power converters. It's dark here. It's dark. It's getting real dark in Star Wars land.
Mm-hmm.
No, it really is. I can't wait. This is we haven't even gotten to the 4th episode. Pronouns, by the way.
I'm sorry, B-Man. I wish there was a way for you to give me the song. But for all those who do want to hear it, it's on YouTube. Just, The Power of Two. Victoria Monet, if that helps.
The power of one. The power of two. The power of many. Yeah, come on. Get it right. That's how you get your superpowers around here. Oh, my God. Will's just not fun.
Too early.
He's a no fun Marvel mommy. What do you think about that?
He seems like he's just a review bomber, if you ask me.
I'm salty because he didn't put me. He put everyone that got put on the hit list by Alyssa Mercanti. He did not put me, and now Hypnotic plays it every time, and I'm the one Well, that's all right, Will, because I've been on Open Bar twice. So.
Oh, my God. And,
right. One
and
thing I'll do. I'll do.
You're going to be somewhere else tomorrow as well.
Oh, no. In all seriousness, I will. I'm going to be on Chris Gore's Versus stream tomorrow. It will lead right into our stream tomorrow. So it starts at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm salty.
We will be covering The Power of House of Dragons. But speaking of Chris Gore, he wasn't super pumped on the first 2 episodes.
That's what he said. I think it might be because Gary and Ryan gave shout out. Gary and Ryan gave the best possible interpretation. And I guess maybe they didn't do quite exactly what they were pumping up, even if they did some of it. I don't know. Anything's going to be better than what we're getting.
Oh, yeah.
Anything's going to be better than what we're getting.
I didn't really care for Game of Thrones. I never watched it all the way through. I've seen a bunch with
Really?
my
Took me a
buddy.
while to get into it because I had to find a character I could identify with.
That was literally my problem. Tyrion was the only one I ended up liking, but all of them are such bad fucking people that it's hard to root for any of them.
The Lord's time zone, our time zone, PST. It's Chris Gore is in West Coast, so now it's the Lord's time zone. You are in that
heathen.
Time.
He means heathen time.
I do. I mean heathen time. Yeah.
But with House of the Dragon, it was like Daemon. So like the worst, one of the worst people was because there's no one good, so I just had to go with the worst. But like in Dragonstorm with John Rhys Davies, he was obviously a piece of crap, but I immediately liked him because he was an interesting, fun piece of crap.
Yeah, Matt Smith is an interesting one because it took me a while for me to see the like, not in this show, but just in general as an actor. Like I was never into Doctor Who. Doesn't help what's going on right now, but like those first pictures of him and he's young and he's wearing a bow tie and he's got like a Shriner hat on. I'm like, all right. And so like it wasn't really until like a House of the Dragon where I really saw him act and perform. It was like, God damn, son.
The reason I finally was like, okay, I want to watch this show. We're doing season 2. Now's the chance. I can't be like, oh, season 4 is starting. I'm finally going to get in it so I can watch with everyone. So I'm like, this is the time. And the reason I really decided was because everyone kept saying how great he was. But
yeah,
really,
he makes the show for me.
Once Aemon's Giga Chad chin came in, that's all I could see.
Oh yeah, and I
I
do like him as a character because I understand it, but I also like the interplay between him and Daemon, like the big dog.
I want to see those. I want them to fight on.
I've never read those. Please. Apparently, even the books are just descriptions of hey, they fought. It's like a George Lucas description, and they fought. And then in the actual, I'm not making fun of George. Those are his. There's a lot of, and they fought in his scripts. But famously, they do fight. So I hope we get.
Okay, do they? Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Like my thought is, in the credits, they should have like Aemon and then the actor, and then as a separate credit, the actor's chin as himself.
It was like Jeremy when he was saying that like he thinks it was like
God.
beta males. It's not.
Dude,
they're not. I know they have long hair.
Aemon's chin literally has more screen presence than the entire cast of the Acolyte combined. No, I that's not even a joke. No, I will say that's not even a joke. That's real.
Actors has more screen presence.
I would say the king, like Viserys or whatever.
Yeah,
he was actually a good guy. Someone to actually root for, of course, who had like the worst luck. Obviously, because you can't have a good guy and then, get along well. But then he dies, and it's like, okay, well, now it's only the worst people. And I like Daemon, but then he ends up marrying the person I hate the most. Literally, what kept me watching House of the Dragon wasn't really the story, is me wanting to watch Rhaenyra get backhanded. And I was told she got something close to a backhanded. Turns out she got choked. Not force choked, legit choked. And I'm like, okay, I find that acceptable. I mean, it was in private. I wanted a public backhand, but similar to how a pair of boobs is equal to one dude ass, I thought one public backhanding was pretty equivalent to one private choking. So.
Oh, I do love some public backhanding and walking through the streets naked. Get some of those. There's always some good times. No, one thing that's apparently clear in House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones in general ain't a happy world. In a happy world, you're going to end up with the assholes most of the time because those are the people that survive. Even the nicest of them have to be a little assholey. Or they get Ned Stark.
You need that personality still to like offset it. Or at least those moments where they're like, oh, I don't want to be bad, but I live in this crazy world. I got to be bad.
I got no other choice.
But it is, so... I enjoyed it. Honestly, I kept talking about that Shadow and Bone series, the young adult novel series on Netflix. I was like, every day I'm like, I want to watch it. I want to watch it. I want to watch it. I didn't really get that House of the Dragon. I know some people really, really love it. I'm like, it's good, and I'm enjoying it. I'm glad we got something to watch. So I wonder if that's how like Chris Gore is. Maybe he's just a little more like me, and it's not quite the masterpiece to him. It has dragons, though. So
I think it probably just didn't go as hard as Gary and Ryan thought it was because they're spreading out what happens. And obviously Shmi is a liar when she told Qui-Gon there was no father. She just did some ritual.
Mm-hmm. And then she pulled the thread down, and then she just whooped right all up in it.
That's how that works.
And then we have the chosen one, Grogu.
Tatooine turkey basters, 99 cents.
Wait, so they're already changing the chosen one from like prequel style? So Mandalorian Grogu movie? Turns out Grogu was the actual real chosen one. I'm calling it right now. $20 bet. Who wants to take it?
Oh, Rey is the chosen one.
Rey Palpatine is the chosen one.
We're gonna find out that she was actually a scissor baby somehow.
What do you prefer? Her as a Palpatine or as a Rando?
Fuck, I would have preferred you just connect it to the characters, but like, okay, separate. I don't get to have original actual canon. I would have preferred her just be a Rando. Just be a Rando. It's fine.
Yeah, instead
there's plenty of powerful Jedi that come and go that have no relation to chosen ones or Skywalker bloodlines.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say though. Is like the option is Rando or, well, the smallest universe in the history of universes, where they're all related.
Would have had no problem of saying that, like, I'm trying to think of what her name was, because the problem is both Qui-Gon and for sure Obi-Wan have had like little dalliances in Legends and in Disney, like, you know what I'm saying? So you could have said she was the illegitimate child of like a Qui-Gon and a Tachi. I'm trying to think of her name, but it was like this badass Jedi that's a little dark Jedi that used to like meet up in like the Jedi Quest books back in the day. They're for kids, but they had a lot of dark shit in them. The point is, she could have been connected if you wanted to make her connected. You didn't have to make her.
I like the idea of having a bunch of Jedi bastard children.
Tachi? Yeah, Jedi bastard children. They're out there, but they would have ideally been caught with the blood.
Honestly,
scanning.
I think I would have preferred that over for May and them, like for why they hate the Jedi, over some scissoring witches.
Hayden, Wayne, 10. The Chosen 66, maybe? That's what Order 66 actually was, because we know it only killed like 3 or 4 Jedi. You know what's funny is that would have made way more sense, though, if like Order 66 was wiping out the 66 most, like, strategically placed Jedi.
Wait, so why is it 66?
And then all the rest...
What was Order 65?
What was Order 69, my guy?
Chicken Caesar salad? I don't...
No,
that is funny. Thank you, dude.
Well, because Dooku's whole thing is Dooku wanted to, he didn't want to do. That's why Dooku was going to try and turn him over too. That's why Palpatine had Hayden. That's why Sidious had Anakin replace him. Dooku wanted he wanted to take all the Jedi and turn them into Sith Knights, like an order of Sith users, but loyal to him, not to a code. So he got taken care of.
Wait,
shout out, yeah. The other type of scissor, but with the with the sword. So arguably, what should probably happen.
I never had thought about that. So Order 66 really is just random. It could be Order 69 if you want.
No, it's the order that comes after. No, because you'd already given 65 other orders that day.
It's so it could be Executive Order 66.
Yes, Order 67 was my dry cleaning.
Order 65, he shut down like oil pipelines and stuff.
That's why his Sith robes were right there when Anakin came in, because he had just had Order 67 delivered, nice and fresh out of the oven.
Wait, I thought chicken Caesar salad. Maybe he's like watching his weight and stuff, right? Or what do you think Palps eats? Steaks? Nothing but steaks? Is he on the carnivore diet like you?
And yes, because George does do that, I also assumed that it was something related to 666. Sidious is supposed to be the devil. Like, that's why it's so funny when these dummies say that there's no good and evil. And so this is stop.
Have you seen Darth Maul, bro?
Yeah. I'll say, George has been on record so many fucking times saying that Sidious is the one irredeemable. He's literally supposed to be Satan. Faustian devil. Anakin represents the Faustian devil.
Palpatine is just misunderstood. He had a bad childhood because of the patriarchy and white male alien privilege.
Palpatine's a piece of shit even according to Sith standards. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you?
Yeah, I was playing I was playing KOTOR, and you get captured by the Sith, and the dude torturing you is like, I'm considered like really nice for a torturer amongst the Sith. Yeah, I imagine Palpatine was a pretty like.
Oh, you want Corbin?
Even like Vader, yeah. Even like
That's
Vader,
my favorite arc.
Like just kills everyone. It's like, oh, you failed me. Well, okay, well you're dead. Now you're in charge. All right, 10 minutes later, you failed me. All right, you're dead. I feel like I would probably purposely try to be incompetent so I didn't make it to the top, because it's gonna get force choked. And Palpatine, I imagine he was just like electricity in like 6-7 people at once, like going full Fauci beagles.
I still have the Sith code memorized because of that goddamn game. Because at one point, you're gonna have it memorized too. Because you're gonna have to, don't look at the guide, you coward. Yeah, they're gonna ask you to recite the Sith code, and you're gonna have to, and then they like explain its tenets. So, good luck, kid. Study for school, and you'll go far as a rising Sith star.
Oh my god. Yeah, I feel like RRA is definitely dark side.
Just remember passion, strength, power, victory. Passion, strength, power, victory. Just remember.
Whatever. The judge will decide I'm guilty and I'll die again, have to do a bunch of stuff over again. God bless it. Old games are the best. Yeah, remember when they did have autosaves? That was a great idea.
You could turn that on, by the way, and you could turn... You might want to do that.
I do now realize that there probably wasn't autosave I could have gone to.
Palps was just fighting for us, the little guy.
You know, that sounds exactly like my good friends Activision Blizzard.
Oh, God.
So I've had to whip this out a few times. Activision Blizzard worked with MIT to create their diversity space tool, and it's super gay. You can tell how gay it is right around this area here on the left. So, well, we know it's in video games. What if I told you...
Sexual orientation.
It was also in Hollywood. After failing GLAAD's 2023 Studio Responsibility Protection Racket Index, Lionsgate develops new StorySpark tool to improve diversity and inclusion efforts. Because as we all know from Kim Belair, it's not enough for her to come in and say, wait, that's racist, that's racist, that's racist. You need to get them in early because Bridge, you got to get him in early. So
What's today's secret word?
Hey, no, always interrupting us. And so they got to get it in at the very beginning, which is, I assume, StorySpark. You know,
Sparks is just the tip.
Start with diversity.
Yeah.
That's why we have this for some reason. Why? Lilith is supposed to be hot. Why is it Kate old-ass Blanchett? Who's an attractive woman? But why? Because there weren't enough old people in it. And that's ageism. You know who tells me that's ageism? All the old women who want to keep getting more roles. It's so weird.
Their tool doesn't work because you put in a prompt, right? Because it wants you to start with a black. So you put in black person, and then it goes, a black man is incarcerated. And you go, no. I want a black man has to do with STEM. And you go, oh, sorry, I apologize. A black man hijacks a chemist to make drugs for interstate. You go, no. And no matter what you do,
his rap name is STEM.
It's a Faustian devil. It won't give you the representation you want.
Okay, well, here is the sort of representation we definitely do want. So the Studio Responsibility Index, or as I prefer to call it, social credit score, maps the quantity, quality, and diversity of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer. Hold on.
Say it. I would say take a breath first because you might pass out.
Characters in films released by 10 major motion picture studios during the calendar year. I have a feeling like this is actually really good. I like this index. We should actually check it out so we can see how LGBTQ everything is so we can not see it.
Quantity, quality, and diversity of gay people. Sort of sounds like Neapolitan ice cream.
According to the 2023 report, the only major studio to receive a poor rating was Lionsgate, due to them having produced only one LGBTQ inclusive film out of the 6 total they made the previous year. Clerks 3.
Oh, that was gay as fuck. Sure.
I didn't see Clerks 3. Clerks 2 was great.
I didn't either, but I'm just assuming that he made one or some, or maybe Kevin Smith counts for all the representation.
He just cried on screen.
Cried,
I mean, they had like donkey
queer,
shows
vegan.
and stuff, and like bringing back porch slurs and stuff.
Well, Vault, that's the joke, is that they continuously do that. That was what happened with Alan Wake, where they took Saga Anderson, who was a Nordic white blonde-haired woman with blue eyes, and then made her a mixed race black woman, which means her absentee father is now a black absentee father. Yeah.
This is actually a good opportunity to bring up. I finally got to start reading Spawn. It's so good. And I had joked that if they remade the Spawn movie,
it's almost like they don't pay attention.
Race swap them and make them white. And then I'm reading it, and he wants to try to turn himself to look more human so he can go see his widow. And the demon guy who gives him his powers is messing with him, so he can transform into a human, but he can only turn into a white guy, and he hates it, and he's like, but I'm black! Why am I white? And he's like, oh, and it has to be the worst hair color, blonde, and it's, oh my god, they did it. So
It's been a hot minute since I've seen it. And I normally would fast forward to the parts where he has his mask on, which is not much.
And yeah, in the movie, was he a white guy? Because I need
it's Michael Jai White. He's a black dude. Oh, like when he's transforming, he looks like a burnt, like homeless dude for a lot of the movie when he's not in his suit. But I'm trying to think if he ever actually. I don't remember if he ever actually looked like. Either way, I should watch it again. Martin Sheen. It's a gnarly movie.
White Spawn forever. So Glad, though, was still not happy with how the topic was handled in the film Clerks 3, criticizing how the bisexuality of Becky, as played by the haughty Rosario Dawson, was played for laughs. Oh, you have to put a gay person in this comedy, but you're not allowed to make jokes about the gay person. We want to be involved, but we also want to be shielded and protected.
No, that's the point, is they don't want to be equal. Equal would mean they were getting roasted, too.
Yeah, you have to give me the football, and then no one's allowed to tackle me. It has to be a touchdown every time. Look how great this is. And then everyone's
Why
like,
isn't there a pride flag on this football, you bigots?
Yes. And then the crowd's like, this is the worst thing ever to watch. And then the LGBTQ with the football looks at them and says, you're all a bunch of homophobes and bigots. And it's just like, well, bye then. We're going to go watch some like Japanese football or some Korean football.
At least they save us time now.
That's definitely not European football, because that would be probably even gayer than that.
Good. How dare you?
No offense to all those in the UK. I understand it. Like, I think I know why Europe tends to be a little more to the left, and honestly, I blame soccer. Yeah, I said soccer. I called it that.
Even though you don't sock anything.
Yeah. Got him. Oh, God. I just had to look at Rachel Zegler. When are those cowards going to release that trailer?
I don't know, but I'll say right now, when I become the undisputed king of the world, I will allow soccer to be abolished and football will be football. All right? And American football
will soccer.
Tackle ball, because you fucker. So tackle ball is now American football.
War ball.
You guys can have football back. All right? We're all happy now? Good.
We can do like a WWF, WCW, UAW situation.
Did they do that one that was, I forgot, that was like the another
XFL.
XFL, yeah. I got
Instead of doing a kickoff,
Musk is gonna bring it back.
Or wait, no. Instead of doing a coin toss to see who like gets to decide who gets the ball first, they put did they kick a ball or I think they like kicked the ball or whatever, and it was basically trying to like recover an onside kick kind of a situation. And the very first opening XFL like kickoff, pre-kickoff, I guess, whatever, one of them got injured immediately. The very first play. I don't know why it didn't succeed. He hate me.
So just watching Lord of the Rings again, there's that whole subplot about Faramir, and several times it was like, oh, is this a chance for Faramir to show his quality? And then at the end they're like, Master Faramir has shown his quality, like about letting them. Anyway, every time someone's quality now, I think of it like that. Now is the time to see the quality of your gaze. The quality of your gaze has been well known.
It's really true though, because Badger sent me that birdcage clip, and my response was, remember when gays were fun or something like that?
Yeah, and I just want to say, that's why I'm giving it back. I, your benevolent king, shall be returning football to its rightful people, no longer with these American tyrants. Take it. It will be called tackle ball. Yes,
my league will call it war ball, but yes,
I will use all the horrible tones. I will use manly tones.
Don't use that tone.
Not only
what tone? That sarcastic, contemptuous tone that means you know everything because you're a man and I know nothing because I'm a woman.
You're not a woman.
Oh, you bastard.
Sorry, I had to sneak it in.
So steroids will not only be allowed in my league, they will be mandated.
Oh, all sports will have mandatory usage of the fun things.
Would you prefer
everyone's gonna be running miles?
Mandatory diversity, or would you prefer mandatory super jack dudes?
I want the super jacked mandatory dudes, I think.
Yes. And then super hot cheerleaders with big bobs?
I'm fine with death by snoo snoo if it's big booba.
Okay. And you prefer that over Kamala Avila salmon? What?
I'm for diversity in boobies. I want all the color boobies of the world for me. But yeah, no, not this thing. This thing's making me not want to see boobies ever again. I might be gay now. It's June.
How Hollywood continues to create more inclusive content. We haven't won the war on woke, guys. It's coming. No. These people are nuts. Oh my God. Power Women's Summit. Oh my God. Like
booby boarding won us the war.
Power Women's Summit.
She looks like she's about to give a how-to on, don't forget to cup the balls.
And this is Lionsgate. This is who they're complaining about. This is who isn't enough for GLAAD. It's almost like you can never do enough to please these crazies.
How dare you?
Wait,
I think he meant the previous one. Oh no.
Is this not gay enough?
Shitty movies. You gonna go see that? Has that out yet?
Everyone keeps saying it's bad. No, I think it's still got a little while. I forgot it was Father's Day, but yeah, I was hoping to see Bad Boys 2. That's what I need to see next.
Oh, before you go, are you gonna watch them again, or just because it's Bad Boys 4?
Or Bad Boys 4. I call it Bad Boys 2 every time because I watched Bad Boys 1.
It's the sequel to that. It's the second one to the first 3.
I'm surprised they didn't do a prequel. Trauma, Chaos, Crisis. Hollywood insiders panic over rejection of DEI. A lot of people are panicking over it because a lot of people make money off of it and their job is dependent on it.
Oh, it's a big grift. It's why homeless isn't solved because there's a big business around that. It's why the COOF and all that shit that came up, why they're holding on. Yeah, Birdcage wouldn't be allowed to be made now by its own people. Like the own LGBT wouldn't because it calls out clear distinguishing characters between men and women and drag. It's a whole thing. It itself would not be allowed to be hilarious because it calls them out.
Oh my God. So this is wow. So instead of doing what I probably should do and read this before, I just did. And who would have thought we got some good buzzwords in here?
Oh,
so this is like Power Agent. So this is like one of the agents told attendees there's a crisis as Hollywood studios are pulling back their diversity efforts. This year feels particularly crucial. Yeah, the year where you don't have any movies and everyone hates you more than ever. I'm having deja vu because I think I stood up here last year and said, I think this year feels particularly crucial. Oh, the year where you guys officially killed Hollywood? It also, wasn't that the strike? But I think we can agree that this year is giving trauma. It is giving chaos. It's giving crisis. Good.
By the way, yeah, Jim, aside from Hank Azaria's ass in a thong and they go through South Florida, so a beach scenes, it's funny. It doesn't push gay ideology at all while being completely open and comfortable, showing that they're just humans and people. No going after children, completely understanding both. The main character played by Gene Hackman is a Republican, which is why they're trying to hide the fact that the family's gay and there's a marriage coming in. It's fucking funny. I've watched it a billion times. I'll watch it a billion more. I'll die on that hill. That was the peak. That was the peak of progressiveness, and that wasn't enough for them. And yeah, that's where we are now. We're less progressive than we were in the 90s and early 2000s, where we grew up and all that shit. So congratulations, guys. You played yourself.
I totally forgot. I still have hackers to go over. Speaking of diversity, it was as diverse. It is like perfect diversity, and we'll get to it. And they were representing the unrepresented. This is like Hollywood elite. We are representing the unrepresented. Yeah. I think the whole white savior thing is a bunch of nonsense, but then I see this and I'm like, okay, they might be onto something.
Yeah. And only real men get CTE from constantly crashing into each other without pads and helmets, which even with pads and helmets leaves you with brain damage. Yeah. A real man sport. I'd rather go to fucking war. If you told me, seriously, if you took like the end result, right? A lifelong thing of playing football or like just go to like a battlefield and like fight. If you make it through the battlefield, you'll probably be healthier than at the end of like, God, I mean, not Tom Brady. I mean, the motherfucker's getting tackled. Phoenix Scribe.
Yeah, hook it up, man. Thank you.
Whenever people ask why my female characters in my books look the way they do, I have 2 reasons. 1, I like cool, beautiful women. 2, my female friends, who are artists, by the way, do too. Also, hi, Badger. Hi, Phoenix Scribe. Shout
out. You want to come on? You want to come on a Saturday? Hit me up. Doors are open.
$10 and he'll let you right into the goal. You can buy. She-Hulk had a thing of fries.
Jesse something, someone in the fellowship. He's got a comic he made. He asked me if I could share it and his Kickstarter, and it's called like "Fucking for the Planet" or "Fucking for Humanity" or something. And it's literally just a gigantic boobed anime girl. And it's
I like that.
Nothing but boobas. I will probably have him on the show to talk about boobas. So. Yeah, Phoenix, you want to come on talk about your boobas as well? Let me know. Hit me up. So, actually, we got one last thing here before we finish this up. ACLU chief Anthony Romero sounded the alarm at the event. Summit. We are planning on Trump in a way that we have 13 different memos that I'm driving like a train. So anyone who thinks that if somehow Trump wins and it's going to be like smooth sailing from there, these people are like have game plan, presumably, especially when you watch like Biden pooping his pants. Oh wait, yeah, actually I have something on that here. Half of voters expect Biden to forget where he is during debate with Trump poll. So yeah, these people are
halfway through when it starts wearing off.
They are going to, yeah, right.
Yeah.
After his meth wears off. So they're going to go crazy. Hollywood's going to go crazy. And as we're going to be talking about with AAA games, Arab Gotti's going to be going crazy. So buckle up. Have some fun. I recommend getting a YouTube channel so you can at least monetize the insane world.
Hold on. I'd like to imagine gay rugby.
Oh my God. That's how you get monkeypox, Badger.
Hold on. Give me 36 more seconds. It's their month. Let's try. And then when I go and say,
He vatored!
That's what we call it now. No, they call it Greco-Roman wrestling, I believe, is gay rugby.
Is it?
I think we'll, yeah. I as soon as that like Ripperson thing gets announced and there's a page, I'm going to be emailing him. He's already said he'd be on too. So yes.
There you go. Phoenix says, I'll let you know.
Excellent. Yeah. Saturdays, 1 p.m., the Lord's time. That's 10 p.m. heathen time for those living in the ass crack of hell.
And happy Father's
California.
Day to all the fathers.
Yes. I wrote a note just to make sure I said Happy Father's Day. We are going to have chicken salad sandwiches, which I am a fan of. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fight me, everyone.
You using your leftover Costco chicken like a good American?
No, you just buy
Trick
the
question.
Costco
There's never
chicken
any
salad
leftover. No.
Oh, dude, I wish it were healthier because I could take out a bucket myself. So things that aren't
Costco
healthy
chickens are
for
healthy.
me.
How dare you slander?
I do apologize. Please don't sue me. We got huge releases this Father's Day weekend. Check out the impactful Power of Two single for Lucasfilm's The Acolyte. And do not miss Disney and Pixar's Inside Out 2 in theaters now. This is the sort of email blast you get when you used to be a Disney show like Clownfish TV before they came to their senses. Oh. And The Power of Two by Victoria Monet from The Acolyte. It is some pop trash and just like we just had
Power of Two?
The thing coming out about The Power of Mini, about how it turns out it's older white men who like Star Wars.
Power Mini.
So they created this. I know that's, but this is about the two girls. It's about May and Osha, The Power of Two.
Right.
Not Corbin. Camille. No, fuck, God, dude. I'm trying to keep their names. Remember, Coral. Oh my God. Coral and Corbin. Jesus Christ.
My kids,
guys.
Coral.
Like,
I carried them.
I'm gonna call you like Jennifer. How about that? I'll actually remember that.
Call her Jennifer.
So this is Disney really on the pulse of the fans. These people are freaking doomed.
They know what they're doing, by the way. They know what they're doing.
And I've been waiting to whip this one out for a second. Amanda Stenberg once accidentally crashed a furry dance party. I was just having the time of my life. Happy Father's Day, guys!
Doesn't even know how to spell her own name. It's Amanda. There's no such thing as a mandala, unless it's a mandala hug and kiss.
You racist. I already told you that is some like African language. It means power. Power.
It's about power. It's about power. And who's able to use it. Speaking of power. Sup, brah?
Yo. All right.
No crown today. He's being low key.
Yeah, he's trying to hide.
Chilling there without the crown. Yeah, it's cool.
I I went back to my hotel and I put on my bunny hat and I heard this EDM music coming from outside and I was like, what is that? So I followed it naturally and I went downstairs and in front of me there was this park. It was so beautiful. The light was shining down and the park was like 50 furries.
Just real quick, I love when fans do this, give way more fucking credit than would ever actually be put into by the writers. No.
Hire Dr. Zoom.
There was just an article, Dr. Zoom, that she didn't even know about the Night Sisters of Dathomir or anything like that until Filoni said, there's a lot of different types of Night Sister and witches, Force witches. And then she went on her whole spiel.
I thought Dave Filoni was supposed to save us, though.
No.
And so, yeah, did you catch that very important thing? Because you know how nerds are gay, right? Well, I think I figured out why she thinks that. She realized that the Venn diagram of Star Wars fans and furries exists.
Oh, dear God. Yeah.
All the people who see Chewbacca and say, yeah, I want to fuck that.
The problem is, Phoenix, we all agree. They will double down and keep writing exactly like this. Wait until episode 10, A New Beginning, comes out. You want to see some fun writing? Well, I hope. Let's take a documentary maker who only makes the documentaries about abused women in the Middle East. And by the way, I don't think this movie is set on Tatooine, so there's no comparison there either. Well, Tusken Raiders do have some pretty, just don't ask what they do down below with their women. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Shmi did die from her injuries, if you remember. So, hey, maybe she should make a documentary about the horrible practices of the Sand People and how abusive they are to the poor moisture farmers.
That could be our rated R Star Wars.
But, well, I am an activist, and so whether overt or covert or subvert is going to be in my movies. So yeah, you're going to get an activist episode 10. Enjoy.
We're here. We're queer. Get used to it.
I'm here for it.
But...
Yeah. Chewie's great.
Someone decided not to be here and queer. Pixar comes alive. Inside Out 2 turns box office right side up with second best animated pick opening of all time. I didn't think this would do that well because I was like, who cares about Inside Out? But as we find out from Hollywood and Toto, who is on our side, Inside Out 2 leaves the lectures off screen.
Did you know that I once did a 72-hour at the Quickie Mart? I was on so much caffeine, I thought I was some sort of bumblebee. That's an actual scene. I didn't make it up. Yeah, I know. What are you going to do? Charmin Obey-Chinoy is going to be bread and butter. She really is. And she did that to herself. She did it to herself.
Badger, we're
Pixar.
talking about emotions.
No. The only emotion I feel is hate, inside and out.
I didn't think people give a crap.
I actually thought that movie would fail. Because the first one, they made a big deal about how fucking... what's this? Talk about periods, or that was bread too. But
not been doing well. So that's my question: is why? Chat. Why? Inside Out 2, which that makes me think Moana 2 is going to probably do like gangbusters.
It makes me think they're desperate for anything.
Yeah, they're like, okay, Toy Story 5 was the right choice. Let's get that out ASAP.
He was sand person adjacent. He was adopted into but he wasn't an actual sand person. Yeah. Yeah,
he was a moderate sand person, not an extremist sand person.
So I won't say the names just in case you named names.
So So what the hell? Why do you think? Is it people are just desperate? Nothing's good coming. There's
nothing out, bro. I went to go watch Lord of the Rings in the theater. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing out there. So people, especially if they're like their kids and shit, let's take these little demons to anything. Shout out to the fathers.
That's my question. Is the little demons? It can make money, but like with Furiosa, which we can bring up after this, and Fall Guy, good movies that weren't particularly woke. I mean, you can say Furiosa is a little too girl power or whatever, but they were good, and they did terrible. So it's like, so this one's good. I know Jeremy Johns, he liked it. So what the fuck is what? And it's like, not like all the normies just somehow researched and found out this was actually good. I don't think it's word of mouth stuff yet. So it's just like, it's summer and kids are out of school.
Yeah.
I think that's probably it.
That's
probably because it's summer and kids are out
the middle of June. And there's really nothing else. And how much can you put them in front of Disney Plus or whatever the fuck? Cancel Disney Plus.
I've got the unlimited pass. I'm usually in empty theaters. The only one that was full was for Napoleon of all things, and it was filled with teenagers because spring break had just started and it was on a Friday night. So
I bet
that's what it is.
Would be so sick but I don't trust them to do it. But yes, an R-rated like Sith versus Mandalorian or Jedi versus Sith versus Mandalorian too.
Just do like a 4-episode miniseries on D Plus or something like that.
Yeah, there's plenty of things
that
you
could
can do.
actually get some subscribers in, unlike the Aka fucking light.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and by the way, you could get it R-rated just by showing realistic lightsaber.
Or boobs. Or just show boobs.
Yeah, I want Twi'lek tits too, all right?
Mhm.
You're not the only one
To
that
go
wants Coruscant
with
Red Light
their
District, but let's not go stereotypical immediately.
Jakuz? Is that what they're called? Lakuz.
L. Get you there.
I'm working on it, guys.
We'll
I'm
get
a
you
real
there.
Star Wars fan. I
Well,
swear.
since you mentioned it though, and like movies flopping and not doing well, let's talk about this because yeah,
whip it out.
now sites just reference YouTubers. Can't wait till that happens. So
Yeah. Also,
just
Ted
some
Drew
guy
for a
here.
sec.
Haven't heard him from a while, but here we go. Furiosa bomb for reasons other than frustration with girl boss movies. Now, the main point being made was that like you've ruined everyone for girl bosses, even though we like them and we've pointed to all the classic ones. The way you've done them, the Captain Marvels, the in-your-face, insufferable versions of them, the See You Next Tuesdays that even the women don't like. That's the main reason. And you released a Mad Max movie without Mad Max. People wanted Mad Max, and it didn't matter if it was 3 years or 10 years. But that ultimately is what Just Some Guy is saying, is that no. It had nothing to do with the fact that it was girl boss or a strong female character. It had to do that you should have released it or immediately rather after the first, Furiosa, which already, while accepted, people were like, hey man, not very much Mad Max in that Mad Max movie, but all right. And so instead of giving a sequel that was the majority, they waited 10 years and then gave a girl boss. So I think he's right in the
first
sense
one
that
won like
Yeah,
6 fucking Oscars. Like, what did take them so damn long? They should have gotten it out sooner.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if maybe George Miller was trying to line up his next product. So the end result is, yeah, if you want to take the point of they should have done it earlier, they're correct. You should have done it earlier. But that's not because for some reason 10 years later doing a prequel, it's lost its luster. It's because 10 years ago, strong female leads hadn't been ruined, I tell you, by their type of writing. But really, I would say none of that shit matters. And the main reason it flopped is because you didn't put Mad Max in your Mad Max movie. People don't want a Mad Max saga. They want Mad Max.
Wait.
Mel Gibson, Mad Max.
What do you mean? Mad Max was in it. His name was Praetorian Jack.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing is they put
He was the best character. Who would have thought?
Yeah. Well, do you think they were in love? I was seeing a debate about that.
Well, then they were probably working on it. Yeah.
By
I
the
mean,
way,
if they escaped off together, yeah, they were going to be shacking up for sure.
I just want to say I think this is funny because remember we were talking about Gina Davis and we obviously use her as an example of strong female character, Long Kiss Goodnight, Pirate Island or Treasure Island or whatever, which is horrible, but she was still a strong female character that wasn't off-putting. She has essentially a Sweet Baby Inc. development, DEI consultancy company, but for movies. Ambiguous as to how well of quality it's been there for 20 years and she already has some of her goals met. But I just find it funny where we've had a billion different franchises redone, and that means made black and gay, basically, for lack of a better option. And yet with her movie, she doesn't think that, and she's right, by the way, Thelma and Louise must never be made, but in fairness and for representation, I think Thelma and Louise should be remade with 2 gay black women. I do. I think otherwise, what are we doing? It's very selfish of her to hold on to this representation. But yeah, I just think it's funny. Isn't it fun?
Why can't it be
fine
2
for
gay
everyone
black
else.
dudes?
Yeah. What, bruh? Why is it this Bad Boys? Why don't we they were gay all along and then just ride off into the sunset? Yeah. Tandy and Latifah.
What about yeah, they own like a nail salon together or something.
These cops can't chase us forever.
They's just racist. That's all. And they all like TikTok at the same time. These all cops, they just racist. You see,
it's gonna turn into a Mad TV bit real quick. I know, huh? All right, no, I don't. Deborah Wilson's gonna sue me. I'm sorry. I think they still own that. Yeah, no, it's just, come on. Let's play by the same rules or stop doing this dumb shit.
We had a nuclear apocalypse, B-Man. This is my post-apocalypse beard.
It's your John Rhys Davies beard.
Even with this thick of a beard, I still can't get any hair on my dang cheeks.
By the way,
Well,
while we're on the
these chicks, these are
while we're on the whole movie thing, you know that Blade movie that has been rewritten 6 or 7 times and has lost 2 directors and has been going for about 4 or 5 years? Yeah. Well, now his attorney is talking shit about. I don't know why Marshall Ali is still like. Why? What is going on here?
bro.
2019 is when it was announced, and still nothing. Are you just loving their comments about your name?
I identify as the same person.
Race swap Tarzan, you cowards. Hey, look, a dragon. You must love
I
dragons.
know. I was like race swap Spawn, and then I found out the demon already race swap Spawn. Demons are into race swapping. Weird. Spawn confirmed.
Interesting. I was reading this. I was like, can't tell. It's conspiratorial, but probably true. Brad. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Angelina Jolie, here shortly we will have my Hackers review. We're gonna be. How long you want to go today, Badger? Normally we just do
we
an
normally
hour.
go an hour.
I know. I've got so many tabs still.
If you need to go longer, my friend, you go ahead. Yeah. So Marshall is over there doing Jurassic World. So no more Blade for you, I don't think. I'd be shocked if this ever actually happens.
There's another Jurassic World.
Oh yeah, you didn't hear that? Yeah,
Is that 5?
They're
The
doing
fifth one?
another Jurassic trilogy with
Oh, wait,
like
no.
the original
Oh my God!
screen.
So is it like number 7 then? Or for my 5?
Yes, that would be 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, they're doing it. All we have is franchises.
So are they getting an Indian documentary filmmaker to direct?
Who knows? Because again, they lost their second director.
Wait, did you already talk about Assassin's Creed subreddit banning individuals?
I do have a video coming out about that later, but yeah, and we mentioned it briefly. But yeah, if you're in the subreddit for Assassin's Creed, don't say anything negative against DEI, or if you're Japanese, certainly don't tell them that you wanted a Japanese male protagonist in your Japanese Assassin's Creed game. They don't like that. They'll ban you. And PlayStation 5 subreddit will ban you too. So probably just like maybe don't go on Reddit.
Thank you, God. Yeah,
No.
Reddit and Discord are where they turn you
Personally,
trans.
I'd say there's only one Jurassic Park film if you want to get technically, but yeah, there's already fucking 6 of those.
I think I've seen all of them, including
all
the
of them.
crappy new ones.
They're super forgettable towards the end there, even bringing them back and not disrespecting their classics.
All right, here I got a fun rando I'm gonna pull up. I don't know if you saw this. You remember the dancing TikTok nurses during global tyranny lockdowns?
Yes.
Well, we got women, a group of activists, the Rosies, who defend women's rights, which I assume means to kill babies, and fight against inequalities. You mean they want to take over the AAA gaming industry so they can ruin it all. Have launched a demonstration march against the extreme far right in Valencia, and it's as cringe as the dancing TikTok nurses.
Oh, Valencia. Yeah. The hotbed of extreme far right.
Oh my God. I can't do like musicals, and this I think is a good example of why I can't do musicals. This is what I see every time, no matter how professional it is. And I assume they're all dressed up like the World War II Rosie or whatever woman, the mechanic. So oh my God, bunch of dirty mechanics. Oh my
Rosie
God,
the
yes,
Riveter.
fucking mechanics. I got to use it in the real world. Yes.
Girls get
Goddamn
it
dirty
done.
mechanics.
Yeah, mechanics. Oh God.
Oh God, yeah, I agree with the original person. We should definitely draft these women.
Yeah,
if I'm not
episode 6
mistaken, they're
looking
gonna
wild.
start.
I don't know what force or thread move they're doing there, but that dance. But episode 6 looks wild.
They need to get their pink hats to project their force powers out even more like an antenna.
Can't help it. It's so bad.
All right,
And
so
then yeah, Coven of Witches. They ripped that off.
I agree. We need to get more black women into positions of power. Employee fired from Ohio news station over straight pride social media post. They fired a black woman. Racist. Racist.
She's staring into my soul.
Well, on her social media, I think she like reposted a straight pride month post.
Oh
Fired.
no.
They did a racism against her for straight pride, which is weird because gay people are allowed to have gay pride, but we're not allowed to have straight pride. And black people are allowed to have black pride, but white people, well, they need to all drink green poison.
We're not allowed to have that
on
anymore.
Minecraft, in Star Wars Minecraft.
Yeah. Torben it. You're going to Torben it up.
It's Torben time! Oh my
it's
god.
Torben time. Oh, we know what that is.
I hate this timeline.
Pride goeth before a fall.
Yes. Thank you.
By the way, if you were born gay, what the fuck are you proud about? You were born that way. You didn't do anything.
Yeah, how about some American pride?
If I went out and I created
that
something that actively made me gay, I'd be proud as fuck that I was gay because I made it happen myself. That's when you can be proud to be gay. But if you're just born that way, what are you proud about?
Torben time. Let's make it a thing.
That's channel lore.
I haven't heard that yet either, and it's literally just sitting there for the taking. Like,
are you gonna watch the next episode? No, I'm gonna Torben time it.
Oh my god, yeah, it does make me want to do some Torben time. But hey, we do have House of the Dragon tonight. All right, so
yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, me too. I'm gonna pick out a couple randos here, have some fun, and then we will do some hackers, and then we will get out of here and have a great Father's Day. I haven't been able to stop laughing since I saw this. Man, fuck this degenerate filth. What's he talking about? Oh, just Doctor Who. So we got the new numbers in, and episode 7 is now at the lowest. So they're going to probably be under 2 million by the end of this. And they're bragging. They're bragging that, like, in a week they get this, like, not even the amount of views they would get on overnight views, because Doctor Who, as we've discussed, is literally in the DNA of British people.
ABF, normally I'd be upset because part of that, but it is your month. It is your month. It's June. So we can be gay all we want. It's the month to do it.
Let's see. Yep, I thought I had something for that. Activision Blizzard's internal diversity, equity, and inclusion report leaks to show bleak 1984 style woke future in video games.
I mean, Bly, you ain't seen the way I throw down, dude. I fuck like a champ. I'm very proud of that.
Bly, you've suggested you might like to possibly come on at some point. Soonish is your chance on a Saturday if you can make it and you have at least a working microphone. Hit me up.
At least a working microphone. Dear God, at least a working microphone. Yeah.
ABF, I don't think we've seen you over on Badger's stream, but I don't think I've seen you since Dallas. We've missed you, homie. And though I did finally track him down for his Monday stream tomorrow, Monday, 9 p.m. I finally did it. I set an alarm. I now have an alarm for the ABF stream. Also, yeah, Jet, always good to see you. All right, so, God, do we even want to look at this, or we want to talk about hackers? You guys really, every time I bring up that I saw the hackers, or even that you guys made me watch the hackers, like, you guys really want to hack the planet, and I support it.
It's a fun movie if you take it for the time that it was given in.
It's such a good example of the movie itself not being like the best, being good, but all of the vibe, I believe someone said, oh, the 90s, it makes me feel so good. And then when I see this Activision celebrates Pride, it makes me feel terrible. Oh yeah, I know. I can. That's my thought, because who the hell? How do people can do vacations? Like, that's a week of like not working, and then you have so much shit. I don't understand how it works. But it makes more sense than Activision celebrates Pride. Why? It doesn't make any sense. What if these people were like celebrate whiteness and stuff? Like, it's insane. I know we
we point that out all the time,
again, but it just when you wait, look, this I didn't even notice this, the DE and I with the rainbow and oh my god, that game with Pride. Oh my god, these people are obsessed with buttholes. What is wrong with them? I blame the devil.
I got news for you. It means you're gay.
Acolyte, another one that was just sitting there. I discovered the Gaslight, which is what the media does to us, tell us how good it is, or all the people leaving up 5 out of 5s, which, oh yeah, if we didn't mention, it is at 15%. And Badge, what do you think? After episode 4, what percentage do you think Rotten Tomatoes is getting down to?
I think even though the pronouns seem like one person doing it the same way they did in Doctor Who, where someone says something and then goes, oh, I'm sorry, they. It could go down. I think we might get down to 10. 10! Yeah.
Already better writing. Already better
should-
writing than what we've seen.
We should be able to beat these guys really easy. We
Oh,
just have to get
Rat's
up off
gonna
our
love
butts,
this.
guys. Oh yeah, which also brings up. So I kept hearing that Black Ops 6 was 300 gigs. Are you?
Bro, it's supposed to be like 310.
Well, apparently not. That's how much they say, but that's if you have like Modern Warfare 2 and 3, and then like Warzone and language packs and stuff like that. So don't worry, it's only going to be 250 gigs. And I finally looked into this because Tomac had sent me like a meme, and it was someone trying to download all the Kingdom Hearts games, which he had sent me, and I joked that there's like 75 of. That is 125 gigs. So just the normal Call of Duty, even if it's not this 300 gigs, is twice the size of all 346 Kingdom Hearts games. What? And then they want to force you to buy digital. Who the fuck has the space? Oh
well, that's Ubisoft saying get used to not owning your games.
Or being able to buy others because you don't have fucking space for them.
As far as getting Acolyte to single digits, that's probably going to take care of itself. But the defining factor, I think, regardless of what happens in the entirety of the episodes, is do we find out exactly what she did when she says, "What about the Jedi?" When they find out what you did, if they show her with fucking purple shit coming out of her fingers and going into her belly, and like show her using the Force, immaculate conceptioning. If they actually, and by the way, that's been talked about too. Yeah. I know immaculate conception means a woman giving birth to a child without original sin. Motherfuckers, immaculate conception now means birth with no daddy. Yeah. All right, it's been taken over, so that's the context we're all saying.
Also, I found all the 5 out of 5 Acolyte reviewers right here.
So that's basically the end result. If it's definitively shown that yes, these twins are created by the Force, you're done. You are fucking done. It'll go below 9% on Rotten Tomatoes. It'll be insane. They'll have to turn off the rating for it. That's how low it will go. Low. But if
Alex Sullivan's finger just whipped out his multi-terabyte sized EPN on us all.
Yeah, this motherfucker.
I don't know what a PCMR is, but I'm intimidated by it. I do know
PC
that.
Master Race.
Oh, wait, is that what it actually is?
PC Master Race.
Yes.
Because PC is supreme.
That's also gay, right? You seen that It's Always Sunny when he's trying to get all the buff dudes, and it does not look like an arm.
The Force is fatty, a Force fatty, like Order 66 Burgers guy. Okay. He's a fatty. Yeah, whatever. The Force is daddy now. They don't like that.
Yeah, I will say PC Master Race asterisk when your PC is functioning.
When it's updated.
And the PC ports actually work.
Dude, like if you just buy a modern, like within the last year, like, 1,500 or something on Amazon, and it'll play most games in the last decade for a while at really high graphical speeds.
Yes.
That'll want to work. Because we have not had that much. We haven't really had that much progress, I think, in overall. Yeah, there's some slight things, but games sort of look the same for a while.
We got 8 cores now. I don't know what they are, but I know 8 cores is more than the 4 cores I got.
I'm afraid to ask.
All right, so, oh my God, that's the segue. We're talking some hackers, guys. Which way? Yeah, here, I got to see. What does Rotten Tomatoes have for hackers? Let's see how cultured they are.
I know you've also been requested to put bootleg hacker up and like just take pictures of them. Screenshots of the film, like when you're reviewing a movie, just screenshots of the film of different characters and scenes.
Yes, guys.
That is how
next you're gonna
someone gets through it.
Next, you're gonna ask me to go ahead and read the articles before we start the stream.
What's
You're just
that?
Fucking crazy, guys. Okay.
Sorry, all I can do is read articles and Griff react.
So you know how? Wait, what? Did you get one guide about what happened? Okay, so you know how you guys like to get triggered by my reviews not being good enough for the movies you love. Prepare yourself. 33%. The same website that has Acolyte at what, like 87% or something right now?
Fucking hilarious. Yeah, but the one that matters is the 15. Yeah, of course they don't like it.
Master Hacker. The main character is a master hacker. And of course they do the when he's a kid. He gets all arrested because he's the smartest kid. He's a Mary Sue, a Marty Stu. Hacker kid gets arrested in court. And then we get the foggy 90s film grain New York City establishing shot. I was a fan. We don't get enough of those like going over. You think with the drones and stuff, they do way more, but all those like going over the city shots.
Yeah,
and then you get all the fogginess and the film grain. And then it turns into a motherboard that actually looks pretty freaking, what is it, 95? All that computer motherboard stuff actually looks pretty darn good. Like, it held up. I was surprised. And they do it, I think, a couple times. Quote, "What are you doing?" "I'm taking over a TV network." "Finish up, honey. Get to sleep, and happy birthday." And then he's actually taking it over.
Look, diversity.
Yes, straight up. And that... Yeah, that's not including for your representation, the Latino hacker as well. Let's see. Oh God,
they are.
So the TV station that he's hacking. Actually, bring that picture back up. The guy on it, who I can only assume is what they think like we are, says, quote, and this is quoting, I'm quoting hackers here, "So-called Native Americans, Latinos, and blacks come from a ... waiting for it, blah, blah, blah. All right, YouTube AI, a mediocre stock."
Oh.
I was like, holy shit. It's like the one time I've seen like actual racism, like at my job, I like was shocked. I'm like, oh, wow, it actually... Okay, maybe there is
zesty.
There is racism.
AF.
Dude, all of their costumes and everything is so good, and they change them a bunch. They don't just keep them in the same one. And then Lord Nikon with like his leather pants and whatnot that just don't fit him at all. Also, he looks like he's in his 40s. I said it.
I mean, Matthew Lillard from Scream, and then of course he goes on to be Shaggy in the good and Scooby-Doo stuff. I know. I refer to him as Shaggy throughout, and we'll do here in a moment. So the name of the show, after saying the mediocre stock, the name of the show is America First. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Seems like it would be a super popular thing.
And then Hacker Fight. Oh, yeah, I know. Well, they always want to make, like, nationalism out to be racism, and it's just like, it's retarded. We live in the melting pot. Well, formerly melting pot. And then we get Hacker Fight. Yes. That's what we're here for. We get in quickly, and there's rollerblades throughout. The bad guy rides on a skateboard. Yes. It has everything you can ask for. 33% Rotten Tomatoes. Fuck you. Sorry, pardon my French. Hackers gets me really pumped up. Sees Angelina Jolie and he immediately wants to kiss her, which is reasonable. Them lips, dog. I hate the short hair, but oh man, those lips make up for it.
Angelina and Geely, like Gone in 60 Seconds. Yeah, she had a run.
Yeah. Wanted. That's the one I've thought about seeing because, like, I mean,
Wanted's good. Nothing like the comic, but
I know that's what I hear. So then, Shaggy is selling mixtapes out front, like all the nostalgia stuff, and talking about all this stuff that's on the mixtape. Oh, good stuff. And then they start hacking with dial tones, like payphones. They got like payphones everywhere, like in the skate park club. And I love me some payphones. And we get the scene at the end where they got like the 5 payphones set up, and they got all their hacking stuff in the payphones, and it was, yes. Is everything I've ever wanted from a movie. 33%, come on. Quote, "That's a good score for a girl." While playing like the crazy, like, I don't know what that game is, but I wanted to play it. And he wins. And so they're all button heads. And it's like I was talking about that Dragon Storm movie where the hunter and the princess, they're all butting heads. But it's good. It's enjoyable. You like seeing them razz each other and stuff. But now they just can't do it anymore.
That would require writing and fun and actors that aren't weird as shit.
Mm-hmm. All right. "No one's beat her before. You've made an enemy for life." It's fun. They did it right. Quote, "What we learned today in school. Revenge!"
Remember phone booths.
"If you want to be elite, you got to do a righteous hack." Yes, that right there. Thank you. Yes, if you want to be elite, you got to do a righteous hack. The amount of times they said elite made me very happy. Can we get some 1337s in chat, please? Cyberspace CG holds up. Yeah, so they go back to the cyberspace. Holds up. I was really surprised. And then we get Pin Gillette. I was like, wait, what? And then the bad guy hacker rides into the server room on a skateboard. And then when he gets the floppy disk from him at the end, he's like sketching on a car. And comes like flying in on the skateboard and grabs the floppy disk. And I'm just like, yes. Yep, they made the perfect movie.
It's what Tammy used to turn tricks in the corner. And Superman used to change in them.
Yeah, I watched some British people over in Japan stuff, Trash Taste. And they're talking about when they go back home. You know, the tourists are always like, oh, red phone booth. Oh, red phone booth. And then they open it up and they go, oh, because the smells and the disgustingness. Yeah, phone boost. Humans, turns out we kind of suck a lot. Yeah. And then we get Black Hacker, Hack the Planet. And Asians on Hack the Planet are not just Asians. They are the gayest Asians I've ever seen in cinema.
Why, Johnny Tyler, a madcap.
And we got so the bad guy is the Plague. I love the Plague as much as I hate him. It was perfect. It's like, I hate all the Acolyte people, but I don't love them. He is kind of terrible and the worst, and his acting is kind of 1995, but I loved him as much as I hated him. And then we get the Hacker Manifesto, which, you know, love me a manifesto. It's not cool. It's commie bullshit. I don't remember what that. Oh yeah.
Now I'm thinking timelines. Did Fat Billy Bob Thornton get Angelina Jolie? Because remember, they're married. And remember, he's in Tombstone. He's the guy's getting slapped around by Wyatt. Throw down, boy. You do there, just stand there and bleed. So, like, was he fucking Fat Billy Bob when he got Angelina? We're talking about fucking skill.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the guy, the Super Troopers guy yesterday.
So yes, we were. Well, divorced, but the other
guy. Commie bullshit. That's something I've enjoyed with like the 80s and 90s movies is they hate communism. As they should. And then we get a booba glimpse when in the dream sequence.
Yeah.
And as I've mentioned, this does the perfect equation of boobs to dude ass. Crash and burn are the two together, which comes back at the end as a nice callback. So much smoking. The Latino guy like always has a cigarette in his mouth. In this end part, he literally just has the filter in his mouth at one point because it burned all the way down to the filter. Bring back smoking. It made movies so much better. Quote, I'm not an addict. Oh yeah, that's probably him saying that. Hacking challenge. Dade spray paint stencils on his keyboard. So he like spray paint is really sticky, and he just puts a stencil over the keyboard and spray paints it and pulls it off, and it's like, look how cool this is. I'm like, that keyboard doesn't work anymore, bro.
By the way, I remember toward the end there when it was more than a quarter. Fucking 50 cents for locals bastards.
I know you'd have to be putting like dimes and nickels in those bitches. 35 cents for a call.
Making a phone call, not trying to get to the 7th level of time crisis.
Yeah, and then pagers, another thing I love in these.
No lies, that's a great smoking scene. Sam Jackson and please, god damn it, he throws all of Nedry's stuff off.
And then we get Angelina's fishnet shirt, which she should have worn more. But the angle it was the camera was at.
Hey, did you ever get a call of, do you wish to accept a collect call from, hey, I'm in jail right now. I swear it wasn't me. The guy asked for it. Please, I need a lawyer. Blah, blah, blah. Press 1 if you do. Yeah.
So Dade has his scene where he's looking in the mirror trying to like look cool. And he's like, floppy disk. Yes.
I had floppies.
Yes.
I had Oregon Times. Hugo's Strange Adventure.
Wait, Oregon Trail?
Oregon Trail, yeah. Is a speech to text, though, too.
Excellent. Yeah, I was a fan of Chips Challenge. That was my jam. And some Snake. All right, hacking dude, blah blah, more hacking dude, brandishing floppy disk. The Plague sends see-through laptop and explains the New World Order. First off, see-through laptop and see-through phones and all that stuff. Like, why did we ever get rid of that? I love that stuff. And then he talks about the New World Order. We also got commie bullshit. I love when the screen oh yeah, so
Take your fucking clap and then get out. Touch my floppy and it becomes a hard drive. Take your fucking clap and get out.
So, all right. There's scenes where they're like doing the hacking, and so they got like green lights going on the screen. So you would think
because hacky hack
that like their face would just be kind of some green light, but what they did, they like projected like the numbers and like symbols and hacking like directly onto their face.
Yeah, they did something similar in Jurassic Park. Though,
it doesn't make any sense at all and doesn't work that way, but I still loved it.
It's stylistic. I think it's funny. Yeah, it makes no fucking sense.
But I'm just like, I don't believe that's how that works. Like if our screens were like lasers, good stuff. All right, so
80s and 90s, like. Man, 94 and 95, some of those years. Insane.
All right, so there's when Nikon and them, they're getting tailed, there's a scene where he holds up the big-ass camera like this and is taking pictures over his shoulder. That was the art of spying, like high-level spying. Dude, a gigantic camera right here.
One of the main hacker dudes back in the day that like a lot of this was based on, and like he went to prison for a while, and he got out, and he has a whole company. They basically was like, he could call with a phone number. He could call and have nuclear weapons launched. That's how dangerous they convinced hacking was. So funny.
Yes, and dial tones. I mean, you could do shit with dial tones. I love it. I wanted to make that joke, but I couldn't remember the sizes. All right. Thankfully, we got Tomaki for us. All right. Latino gets caught. And then the mom figures out what's going on and then starts slapping him in the head and yells at him in Spanish. I'm really surprised she didn't take off her sandal and start smacking him with the chancla.
Chanclas be chanclas.
And then his response is, "What are you waiting for? Arrest me!" Because he'd rather be arrested by the FBI than have to deal with his Latino mother.
Kevin.
Dade and Plague floppy drop off on skateboard. Like I talked earlier, he's like sketching on a car on his skateboard and then. Oh my god. Yes. 33%. Screw you. 46 reviewers on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Hack montage.
Formidable movie.
Similar to, there was a great battle. Hack montage. Just assume it was really epic because it was. So then we get the Zero Cool review. And Lord Nikon says, I thought you was black, man. Probably the best line in the whole movie. And then at this point, we get 2 dude butts equals 2 Angelina Bobs. And then Hack the Planet, where we actually have the show, which is the hackers are the gayest Asians I've ever seen because we used to have actual diversity. That was actually good in the 80s and 90s. Hackers of the world unite. They're all like hitting all up the different world, like all around the world, all the different hackers from everywhere. And they all have like the most ridiculous, like cyberpunk, like costumes on. The costumes were so good in this.
Oh my god, this is what I had a 3.5 floppy for. Hugo's House of Horrors. This dude, and you have to type it. Look in the pumpkin. It would be the key. Pick up the key. Open the door with the key. Bro, I miss those old days of gaming.
I do. I'm looking up Chip's Challenge right fucking now.
The fact that we even had the coding of the speech to text of telling him what to do and he would do it back then.
Oh, yeah. We thought it's the greatest thing ever.
It still to me is like, but it would show you. It wasn't just purely text. It would show he would move on screen. Hugo's House of Horrors. There's like 3 of them. There's one where he goes to the Amazon looking for his girlfriend. Dude, so funny. We had it. These kids today, they don't understand.
Back in my day, I had to buy 6 different DVDs of Cowboy Bebop just to watch the whole season.
I walked 4 miles up the snow to Sam Goody. Oh, God, yeah.
This is my jam right here.
I remember this. Yeah.
Chips Challenge, bro.
I remember this.
Tomak, where you at, Tomak? You ever play Chips Challenge?
Telling you.
All right.
That's what we should do. Play Hugo's House of Horrors on stream. Wonder if I could ever get that.
Let's do it. I mean, Tomak will probably send it to me on Steam here before long. He's crazy like that. All right. Pager, rollerblades and pagers. Those were just my notes. All set up. Oh yeah, the setup row of phone booths. Yes, and then Shaggy just starts shouting.
Want to know what we're doing next Sunday? We will be playing. We will be playing what I used to play as a kid.
Right,
yep.
You might need to.
Yeah, sorry.
It's a little loud.
All right, you got it. I'll set that up.
Well, I mean, Sundays are supposed to be for video games.
Yeah, I know. The fact that it lets you play it for free online, yeah, we'll be doing that.
Oh wait, you can't. Oh my God, yes. Okay.
Yes.
I thought that was a joke. No, we are literally doing that.
That was free online. Seriously, next Saturday we'll do it.
Shaggy shouts maniacally, and everyone
Sunday.
just kind of looks at him. He says, "It was a tension breaker. It had to be done." God, he was so perfect. His craziness and his eccentricities were so good. And I definitely see from watching that why he got cast as Shaggy by James Gunn, right? Didn't James Gunn make this?
And I know him from Scream. Really good character in Scream.
Let's boot up montage, and then like I hated his spray painted like laptop, but they're like decked out. God, what's the Etsy? Yeah, they're like Etsy laptop keyboards. Were so cool. I'm like, how do you know what letter is what? But I'm like, they're hackers. They know what letters are what. All super, super edgy. And then during the montage, they would like take them in their phone booth, and then I think they put them on something that spun. So that they just had like the camera set while the phone booth spun, and then they had people like walk normal behind them, and they did a little montage with that. Actually worked pretty well. I was surprised. And then Ghost in the Shell hack fight, but Pac-Man. So it's like you get all up in that CG digital mainframe world, which did hold up, but then they're like throwing Pac-Man stuff, and the Pac-Man eats like one line of code and then the next line of code. I'm like, yes, definitely not how hacking works. I love it. And they all got their own custom like hacking like tools and stuff all designed for them.
Yes.
Beautiful vibe, man. Fucking vibe. It definitely passes the vibe check. And we're talking about hackers, anyone who got here a little late. From 1995, 33% on Rotten Tomatoes. We need to change that. All right. Bad guy server room turns all red. As he's getting hacked and like he's losing, it turns more and more red. Visual storytelling, baby. Gets arrested. No. Hold on. Bad guy server room. SWAT descend on the hackers. When they're all like running to like what New York like train station or whatever, subway station. And it's actually like kind of intense. I was a little surprised. I was pumped. And then
scared.
Yes, I was, because then they get arrested. But he throws the floppy disk and yells trash at Shaggy, and then Shaggy goes with Hack the Planet. Shaggy and Gaze hack all the TVs. Is what my note is. And he starts off by saying, so you get Shaggy, who should not be the spokesman that's on every TV in the fucking country or whatever, or in the city at least. Worst person. And then on top of that, he starts off with saying his hacker name, which is, he starts off saying, I'm serial killer. And then here's all this stuff I need to tell you. Help us. Don't start with I'm serial killer. Oh my God. Everyone's like, should be screaming. And oh my God. Wait, Bad Rats Show. What's Bad Rats Show? I just got gifted Bad Rats Show.
Oh no,
Bad Rats.
It's a game.
Rats Revenge. Okay, we might have something else for the next Sunday. Okay, Tomahawk. Okay, yeah, check your Steam. I saw it. Thank you, dude. Steam will be checked. All right. So Tomahawk hacked my mainframe, and then worst spokesman. Angelina wears a dress on a date at the end. I put quote dress because it's not quite a dress, but it was pretty hot. And then he says, want to go for a swim. I had kind of forgotten about the beginning part where she tricks him. And he says again, you're elite. And then Crash and Burn pops up on the skyscrapers, and it looks so good. I'm like, oh, wait, this is actually making me like feel something. For hackers, it has a 33% on Rotten Tomatoes. And then it's a pole on a roof. Oh, wait, yeah, and then they make out underwater. And I was hoping for, like, one last little, like, Angelina, maybe some see a little corner of some boobs or something. No, sadly, no. But it was actually good because she had tricked him in the beginning and said that there's a pool on the roof. And that's what we keep talking about, is just set up, like, 10 things in the first act that then pay off at the end of the second and into the third act. And then at the very end, have like the biggest thing pay off. It's freaking easy, guys. Inside Out 2 is making a bunch of money. All you have to do is just tell a decent story and not turn everyone, stick a chicken and make it gay.
Yeah, that helps.
And that was Hackers.
So what's your total overall?
What, score?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't do scores anymore. Thank you very much. This is actually a really, really tough one to do a score for because it's such a relative score. Also, shout out, Bly.
You had no problem with like a 9.5 on Lethal.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, when it's a 9.5, I can give a score. A 9 to, because even then, though, I wasn't sure 9 or 9.5. Because, you know, I want to leave it room, and it's like I've only seen it once. I want to say, like, quality-wise, it's probably a 6 out of 10. But I liked it 8 or 9, 8.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it more than Gladiator. I said it.
Oh, my God.
I liked Hackers more than Gladiator. I said it. Like and subscribe.
That's depressing for all the wrong reasons.
Better than Gladiator 2?
Here,
Am I allowed to say that at least?
Better than, yeah, well, it hasn't been out yet. Here, we're just going to, what are you doing that?
I literally didn't do anything.
I did that. Yeah. I'm going in. Use the key.
Oh no, that's very
Open the
heteronormative.
door.
That's very Have you tried putting the key in your butt?
See. Use the key.
Have you tried
to
69?
Unlock the door. I'm just testing to see if this actually works. Oh, it did it.
Because you are elite.
Open the door. Open the door.
Yes.
It's open and it's creepy.
Dragon Storm, I want to say, is a 3 out of 10 that
see?
I give a 5.5 out of 10.
It's gonna be good for stream because you saw the dude go upstairs. Should I go upstairs to follow him? Should I pick that up? Should I go look into the thing? I don't know. You
Put
will
something
find
in your
out
butt. We need more
next
diversity and inclusion.
Sunday. Can't believe we had these games back in the day.
Yeah, anyone's got any ideas? Especially Tomahawk, like browser games, especially browser games we can like play online or play against you guys.
That was a whole website that we can search, dude. So there might have been several of those games that we like from back in the day.
Is technically what this stream is supposed to be, but everyone got tired of losing to me in Connect 4, and after I lost to ABF, I never quite recovered. So yeah, we might need to find another game.
Yeah.
Well, I need a 1v1 you.
I don't want to lose subs. I'm conspiring to lose Erwin. Hey, it's his idea to do a gaming thing on Sunday, so
I deserve it. Yeah,
play whatever he wants.
We never have stories on Sunday. It's always the like randomest mishmash of whatever I need to get off my phone, so it will start working again.
No one does news stories. That's why we don't have news stories, because it's Sunday. So yeah, I have no problem. Game streams are fun. Get 4 people talking shit anyway, so.
Oh yeah,
that's what we're here to do.
I mean, we end up just bullshitting the whole time, anyways. I mean, this is currently what's like on my tab.
Gaming up challenge. Sundays.
No, 1v1 me, bro. That's what it's called. And then Mondays are nerdgasm. I think I'm like a nerdgasm, but we should probably get a female on there at some point.
Yeah, my prison pocket is always kept with essentials. You'd be surprised how voluminous it is, like a Harry Potter storage tent.
Yeah. Well, how do you think those like infinite inventories work? Go somewhere.
Oh, the prison pocket. Shout out if you know, you know.
All right, so we got Happy Father's Day. We got House of the Dragon coming up, 9 p.m. the Lord's time. What you got going on, Badge? Videos coming out?
Yeah, normal videos coming out today about some of the things we talked about, some of the things we did, just expanding on them. Tomorrow, could be on Chris Gore's channel at 1 p.m. Heathen time for his Versus stream. And then like right after that, because I was looking, all those streams go about 2 hours. So then like right after that, we'll be right back here.
Yeah, we might be watching a little bit of the stream.
And if it goes over, I have instructed Erwin to stream snipe the shit out of me, and then I'll jump right over.
I do not know how to stream solo, so it'll be a thing.
No, I should be in before.
Next movies, we got Bridge on the River Kwai. Bridge! Yes. Tomak was very interested in seeing that. And then From Dusk Till Dawn, which I'm excited to see.
I'm excited for Dusk Till Dawn. That's one of them. I'm the most trepidatious and excited.
I'm told it's Dragon adjacent, so. Speaking of, then we got Die Hard and Reign of Fire.
It's Dragon adjacent because there's certain things I've heard you say before of what you consider. So yeah.
Yeah, you are the one who told me that the vampires were Dragon adjacent.
I'll give you Dragon adjacent. Yeah, everyone. Yes, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, that From Dusk Till Dawn and Hackers. That's probably the one I've seen them chat like go crazy about the most. So I'm excited because I definitely enjoyed some Hackers.
Shout out.
Definitely better than 33%.
Oh my god!
All right.
Yeah, and we'll be watching
Watching it
that. Be watching that. See how the Acolyte drops further.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the Acolyte, I am working on some Friday Night Tights reviews, the Acolyte videos, because I need an excuse to put Gary in every single thumbnail. Love you all. Bye.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends.
Oh!
Come on!
Oh!
Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well, bye.
I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean that either.
Thank you for all the support. Did you notice that's 2 days in a row I had internet? What the